Welcome to the Kellogg's Nutrigrain Ironman New Zealand Athlete Race Briefing. You are part of history as together we celebrate the 30th anniversary of this iconic event. Further to this race briefing, athletes are required to read the Athlete Information Guide, which contains additional information to ensure you have a great day. This is available online to view and print at www.ironmannewzealand.com. Following this race briefing, the race director, aid station director, medical director, race referee and Japanese interpreter will be available at the front of the stage to answer any additional questions. If you have any further questions tomorrow, please see the team at the Event Information Centre located in the Great Lakes Centre. The Race Day Event Information Centre is located adjacent to the finish line. If at any point between now and the race start you wish to withdraw, you must notify an event official. You can do this in person at the Event Information Office at the Great Lakes Centre. You must return your timing transponder at this time or you will be charged a $150 replacement fee. While you are relaxing and soaking up the atmosphere tomorrow, we encourage you to cheer on our future Ironman athletes at the very first Iron Kids Taupo Fun Run. Watch as our champions finish under the Ironman finish line on the Northern Domain. The Sports Expo and the official Ironman merchandise tent will both be open from 9 AM. Head down to the stage on the Northern Domain to meet our top-seeded professional athletes at the public Q&A session, hosted by our 2011 champion Sam Warriner. Those looking for last-minute inspiration, head along to hear a race day strategic presentation by Terenzo Bozzoni's coach John Ackland. Race day starts at 5 AM with transition opening, and we will be supporting you right through till midnight. Bike and helmet check is on tomorrow, 10 AM till 4 PM. This takes place at transition on the Northern Domain. Your helmet must be checked in with your bike, and you are required to leave your helmet on your bike overnight. Helmets are not to be removed and not to be placed in your gear bags. Triathlon New Zealand officials will be on hand to ensure your bike and helmet meets New Zealand safety standards. To save time, please wear your helmet to check-in. Please make sure you have attached your bike and helmet sticker prior to arriving to check-in. The bike racks are individually numbered. Please ensure that you rack your bike at your assigned position. No bags or boxes are to be left in transition. The only items permitted in transition are your bike and helmet. Any bags, boxes or additional gear left in transition will be removed. Volunteers will be on hand to walk you through the transition and how the flow will work on race day. Gear bag check-in is tomorrow from 10 AM till 4 PM. This takes place in the main marquee. You must check in your numbered blue and red bag provided. No other bags will be accepted. This blue bag should contain all the gear you require for T1, swim to bike, and everything you need for the bike course. Your race number bib is optional on the bike course. You will not have access to these on race morning. This red bag should contain all the gear you require for T2, bike to run, and everything you need for the run course. Your race number bib is compulsory on the run course. You will not have access to these on race morning. At this time, you can also collect empty special needs bags. Your black street bag can be dropped off at a pre-race check-in or at swim start on race day. This is the bag that will be available to you at the finish line. You may use another bag, but ensure you use your bag drop sticker to identify it clearly. Drop off your packed special needs bags at pre-race check-in. You must use the plastic bags provided and ensure they are clearly marked with your race number. Transition opens at 5 AM. You are required to check in at the main marquee prior to entering transition. Ensure you have applied your race and category tattoo and attach your transponder to your right ankle prior to check-in. You can drop off your special needs bags at this time. Please note only the official special needs bags will be accepted. If at any point after check-in and prior to entering the water you decide to withdraw, it is race rules that you notify an event official, not a volunteer, so we can account for you. You can do this at the Event Information Centre. No bags or boxes are to be left in transition. The only items permitted in transition are your bike, bike shoes and helmet. Any bags, boxes or additional gear left in transition will be removed. Transition closes at 6:40 AM. You should leave at least 15 minutes to walk to the swim start. The swim course is 3.8 kilometres, 1 lap. A deep water start in front of the Taupo Yacht Club. Swim clockwise, keeping the buoys to your right. Turn 1 will be a yellow buoy. Turn 2 will be a red buoy. Turn 3 will be a yellow buoy. If you need assistance, raise one hand above your head. You may rest on any stationary craft. Any other assistance will mean you must withdraw from the race. The swim course opens for warm-up at 6:15 AM. Please allow plenty of time to reach this point from the transition area. Remain calm and make your way through the gantry into the athlete-only area. You must stay inside the pre-swim compound once you have entered. There will be toilets here, along with a glasses table, spare goggles and caps. There will be a gear truck located at the swim start for any street bags that still need to be dropped off. These will be available for collection at the finish line. Triathlon New Zealand officials will be located at this point, ensuring all wetsuit rules are adhered to. There will be a 3-minute countdown clock. The race director can start the race at any point within this countdown. The Pro Men start is at 6:45 AM and will be started by a cannon. The Pro Women start is 6:46 AM and will be started by an air horn. Age groupers at 7 AM will also be started by a cannon. You exit water through the gantry and run to transition via the green carpet. This is an approximately 400-metre run. Take extra care on the swim exit and on the path to transition. This includes uneven steps. Enter transition where volunteers will assist you to gather your gear bag. It is your responsibility to ensure you have the right bag. You must change inside the assigned gender change tents. Medical support will be available in transition. If you decide to withdraw at any time after you have crossed the start mats, you must notify an event official so we can account for your safety. Swim safety is provided by Surf Life Saving New Zealand. If at any time you need assistance, raise one arm above your head. Please look after those around you and raise your arm if you see another athlete in distress. The time limit for the swim leg is 2 hours and 20 minutes. The swim course cut-off time is 9:20 AM. Any athlete who has not completed the course by 9:20 AM will not be able to continue. Ironman New Zealand would like to thank the Tūwhare Toa Māori Trust Board for providing access to Lake Taupo. The bike course is 180 kilometres, 2 laps. The bike course is 2 laps to Reparoa and back via Broadlands Road. Extra care should be taken on the second lap of the bike course, as this includes a deviation from the first lap. On your second lap, you are required to turn left into Centennial Drive, right into Rakanui, right onto Private Road, then left back onto Broadlands Road, where you will continue to Reparoa. Special attention and caution is required at this point. You will be riding at speed as you approach this intersection. Please slow down and get off your aero bars. You will return as per lap 1, turning right onto Centennial Drive onto Spa Road back into town. It is your responsibility to know the course. You will turn left onto Tongariro Street to start your second lap. You will turn right onto Tongariro Street to head to T2. Additional care should also be taken on the approach to transition as you make a sharp left turn and will encounter speed bumps. Special needs pickup point is on Crown Road. Volunteers are on hand to assist you with your bag, however it is your responsibility to ensure you have the correct bag. Take extra care around this area and look out for others. You will be issued with 2 armbands during the bike course. Please slow down to enable volunteers to issue these to you safely. The first is on the Napier Taupo Highway on your second lap. The second is at Reparoa on your second lap. You will enter transition through the same gantry as you did from the swim. Dismount where instructed and volunteers will take your bike and assist you to gather your gear bag. It is your responsibility to ensure you have the right bag. You must change inside the assigned gender change tents. Given the distances that this course covers, there is a large part of the course that is not cordoned off. Please take extra care at these areas and be aware of spectators and pedestrian movement on and around the course at all times. Shimano bike mechanics will be roaming on course. However, they can only assist you with equipment. They are unable to assist you with repairs. Always treat all roads as open at all times. Residents and officials will be on course and extreme care is requested at all times. New Zealand road rules apply. Keep left at all times and do not cross the centre line. The bike course closes at 5:30 PM. There are intermediate cut-off times in place. Athletes must have started the second lap on Tongariro Street by 1:30 PM and have reached the turnaround at Reparoa on the second lap by 3:40 PM. Any athletes who have not passed these points by these times will be withdrawn from the race and will be assisted back to transition by official vehicles, and they will be unable to continue. The bike course cut-off time is 5:30 p.m. Any athlete who has not completed the course by 5:30 p.m. will not be able to continue. The run course is 42.2 kilometres, 3 laps. There has been a small change to this year's run course to facilitate safer access to the residents and business operating on Lake Terrace. At the 2 Mile Bay area, you will be running outbound on the road and then returning on the lakefront cobblestone section. There is also a small deviation at the entrance to Rainbow Drive. Keep inside the coned lanes at all times. Due to the nature of this course, there are a number of places where the course is narrow and will have two-way runners. Please keep to the left and be aware of those around you at all times. Special needs pickup pointers at Whariwaka. These are only available to you once on your second lap. Volunteers are on hand to assist you with your bag, however it is your responsibility to ensure you have the correct bag. Take extra care during this area and look out for others around you. You will be issued with an armband on each lap of the run course at Whariwaka. Run course closes at midnight. There are intermediate time cut-offs in place. Athletes must have started the third lap at Tongariro Street by 9:50 p.m. and have reached the Whariwaka aid station on their third lap by 10:55 p.m. Any athletes who have not passed these points by these times will be withdrawn from the race and will be assisted back to transition by official vehicles. They will be unable to continue. There are 15 support stations on course with over 400 volunteers to assist you with your nutritional needs. These are located at the pre-swim and transition, swim to bike transition, on the bike course, bike to run transition, and on the run course. Please be focused and considerate at all times through aid stations. The safety of yourself, other athletes and volunteers should be your priority. Our volunteers will do their best to deliver what you require, but it is your responsibility to slow down and ensure you have the correct nutrition. At the pre-swim aid station, water and Hawley's Replace will be available, no bars and gels. At the swim to bike transition, water, Hawley's Replace, Endura gels, M's power bars and bananas will be available. There are 6 aid stations on the bike course, approximately 15 kilometres apart. The discard zone is 200 metres before and after. No discards are permitted outside of these zones. Available at each aid station will be water, Hawley's Replace, Endura gels, M's power bars, bananas, Coke through the final 2 aid stations on the second lap only, biscuits and chocolate bars. At the bike to run transition we will have available water, Hawley's Replace, Endura gels, M's power bars and bananas. There are 6 aid stations on the run course, approximately 2.5 kilometres apart. The discard zone is 100 metres before and after. No discards are permitted outside of these zones. Available at each aid station will be water, Hawley's Replace, Endura gels, M's power bars, bananas, Coke, biscuits, potato chips, pretzels, oranges and chocolate bars. Sunscreen and Vaseline is available at each aid station along with a portaloo. Medical volunteers will be located at all stations. Those athletes on course after 7:30 p.m. will be issued with a glow stick. It is compulsory to carry this if issued. In the event of inclement weather, medical staff may also issue ponchos. These are also compulsory to wear if issued. The run aid station on Lake Terrace is two-way, so will be busy and extra care is needed. In accordance with Ironman rules, family or friends are not permitted in the finish chute. Please let your loved ones know of this rule, as you will be disqualified if this rule is not adhered to. This is for your safety, safety of your loved ones, and out of respect for those finishing around you. There is a ramp at the finish line. Please be aware of this as you prepare to cross the finish line. You will be met by our volunteers and presented with your finisher's medal and finisher's towel. You will then be escorted to be weighed by our medical team and then released into the recovery area. Your finisher's shirt and street bag will be available for collection at this point, as well as food and massage service. Please let your friends and family know that this process can take some time. There is an event information centre located at the finish line for any concerned friends and family. Bike pickup, along with your swim and bike bags, is available from 6 p.m. to midnight on race day, and from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sunday. You have been issued a bike collection pass in your race pack that enables your friends and family to collect this on your behalf. This event is sanctioned by Triathlon New Zealand. The event doubles as the 2014 Triathlon New Zealand Ultra Distance Championships. Medals will be awarded to the top 3 New Zealand athletes in each age group. The Triathlon New Zealand race referee is Claire Hannon and the race director is Wayne Reardon. The competition jury is a technical delegate, the race director and a representative of Triathlon New Zealand. The event is conducted under Triathlon New Zealand race rules, updated December 2013 with some IRONMAN addendums. These are available to view online. Athletes are expected to be familiar with these. Triathlon New Zealand technical officials will be on course monitoring and enforcing the rules. Here are some of the key rules for this event. Triathlon is an individual sport. No outside assistance is allowed at any time. Cut-off times will be enforced. Doping regulations apply and any athlete could be selected for drug testing. If you are randomly selected for drug testing, you will require photo ID. No headsets or camera or recording device of any kind are to be worn at any point during the race. This includes iPods and GoPros. You must use the toilet facilities provided on course. No public urination is accepted. A 4-minute penalty or disqualification will be in place for this violation. Swim course. You must wear the event swim cap on the outside of all other caps. It's a deep water start. Stay behind the start line. You must complete the full course. No webbed gloves or booties. Wetsuits are allowed. Check the website for a list of prohibited suits. The water temperature is approximately 19 degrees Celsius. Transition. Positions will be numbered. Please do not leave any bags or boxes in transition as these will be removed prior to race start. Please mount your bike after the mount line and dismount before the dismount line. Penalties will be enforced for infringements. Bike course. Treat all roads as open. Please keep to the left. Ensure you have your helmet and bike sticker attached. Race number is not compulsory on the bike. Do not cross the centre line. Do not overtake on the left. Discards at the bike aid station only. No blocking. This event is non-drafting. The draft zone is 10 metres by 3 metres. You may not give your bike or wheels to another athlete. These are all subject to penalties or disqualification. This diagram shows the drafting zone. Any competitor entering the draft zone must demonstrate an intention to pass, be making forward motion at all times, and exit through the front of the draft zone. When intending to pass a group of competitors that are all the legal distance apart, the competitor must pass all the competitors. He or she cannot pull in front of a cycle partway through the group and as a result put that competitor into a draft zone. You have 20 seconds to pass through this zone. This diagram shows the vehicle drafting zone. Penalty boxes. There are 5 penalty boxes in 3 locations in operation on the bike course. The locations are White Road, Broadlands Road, Broadlands Village Vale Road, Motutaiko Street. During the bike, an official will attract your attention by a whistle, then will indicate the number of the athlete penalised by showing a number on a yellow slip of paper. If penalised, please stop at the next penalty box on the same side of the road that you are travelling on. Failure to do so will result in disqualification. This event has a 4-minute stop-go penalty where applicable. Run course. Keep to the left-hand side of the course. Race number is compulsory and must be worn to the front. Discards at aid stations only. IRONMAN would like to thank the officials from Triathlon New Zealand who have volunteered their time to be involved. Our medical personnel can be identified by their red medical t-shirts. Medical personnel will be available during the event, including on the water. If you need assistance on the bike, either wait for the roving ambulances or support vehicles or make your way to the next support station where there will be first aid help and crew to contact St John. In the case of an emergency, you should have someone call 111. This call will be answered by the St John call centre in Auckland. It is important to state you are an IRONMAN athlete that needs assistance from St John personnel that are covering the event. On the run course, medical personnel will be available at every aid station in addition to roving paramedics. A medical team will be available at the finish line where we are supported by the New Zealand Army. Medical assistance is free during the event. There may be a charge for ambulance transfers from the finish line to the hospital if required. The finish line and recovery area is very busy, and we are unable to permit friends or family into this area. If you have concerned supporters, please have them report to the Event Information Centre where we will provide any available updates. The first part of the ride may be cool, so consider arm warmers. Late afternoon can be very warm, so consider light coloured clothing and maintain adequate hydration. If the weather deteriorates, support stations may issue ponchos that must be worn by any athlete still on the course. Please do not take anti-inflammatory medication on race day because of the risk of kidney renal damage. The day after the big day. After you have enjoyed a hearty breakfast with friends and family, check out the official finishers range at the Ironman merchandise tent. Witness the elation of World Championship slot allocation and roll down ceremony, or head along to get some early tips for 2015 with John Ackland. On-site entries for the 2015 event are available for athletes, supporters and volunteers from 9 till 11 AM in the Great Lakes Centre. The Event Information Centre opens at 10 AM. Massage is also available, bookings are recommended and fees apply. An engraver will be available in the Great Lakes Centre from 10 AM also. The award ceremony is back here from 6 PM. This event requires over 2,200 volunteers to make it a success. Mighty River Power are proud sponsors of our volunteers. Please take the time to thank them as you enjoy your day. Special thanks to our host venue Taupo and our principal partner Kellogg's Nutrigrain. Thanks to our key partners Mighty River Power, Timex, Hawley's Nutrition, Endura Gels, M's Power Bars, Asics Specialized, 2XU, Segoy, Hilton Lake Taupo, Active.com, Juicy, Shimano, Claymore Partners, Classic Hits, Hyundai Wings and Wheels, Steinlager Pure, Hamilton Party Hire, Australian Triathlete Magazine and New Zealand Triathlon Magazine. A special welcome to our official charity, Melanoma Foundation of New Zealand. Remember that being sun smart doesn't end on race day. Take responsibility by being a good role model for your friends and family and wider community. You can make a difference. This event is embraced by the community and businesses of Taupo. We thank them for their support. All of the above information and more is available in the Athlete Information Guide, available online to view. If you have any questions, please come to the front of the stage where our key directors will be available to answer your questions. Have a great day and see you at the finish line.